everyone. Welcome to the Saucy podcast. It's Chloe here, and today's episode is going to be really chill. We're going to have a very casual catch up with my friend here, Chew Ying. It's been a very, very transformative year for her, and she's this really busy career working woman, full-time practicing lawyer, and just recently entrepreneur as well. So hello, welcome to the podcast, and yeah, tell us a little bit more about how have you been so far, and also like the side hustle that you've been doing. I've been seeing like a lot of things that are coming up onto your social media. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited for your journey.
A lot of people have also asked me. They were like, Ying, what have you been doing for the past few months? So many things have happened. I think my journey started in like early 2021, April. So as Chloe mentioned, I was like really busy with my full-time job. I have to work like 12 to 14 hours a day. So at one point I was very, very burnt out. I struggled and I wanted to find myself. So this past few months has been a journey, very personal journey of mine, where I basically go on to do things that I have always wanted to do, but I've put a stop on it because because of the reason, I'm too busy with work. So the journey, I think, kickstart with the most, glaring difference my friends will notice is that I have lost quite some weight. Okay, the fats on my face are still there. It's okay.
That's your signature.
And she believes that it's a prosperity, so I cannot like lose the cheeks. So I'm quite grateful that they're still here. Over the last 6 months, I think I've lost around 10 kgs, and it's maintained there. So I'm quite happy. Being able to fit into clothes that were so tight before, it was really a different feeling because previously when I was at work, especially going to court, like the blazer would be so thick, I can't like button. I cannot button, and I only have like 1 to 2 pairs of pants that I can actually wear to court. So I need to like plan, this is the day that I need to wash these pants because I won't have any clothes to wear to court the next day. But the reason I gained so much when I was working is also because I couldn't control myself. Like the stress came to me. So the way I handled stress was by eating. So when I was in the city, I was staying alone. I would really be dinner, I'll be ordering set food. So instead of like just buying like a la carte, I'll be like, okay, let me get a set because it's going to be another long night. I need to work again. So this 1 hour, I'm just going to eat. So it's like a very, very bad habit.
When you work such long hours and you have such a stressful career, every day you just your joy is like the eating part, right? It's like I'm gonna treat myself because I'm gonna have a really long night, so why not?
Yeah.
You posted about your weight loss journey and how you transform, like the before and after. It was so inspiring and it is so amazing because it's not easy. Like just shedding like 1-2 kilograms of weight is like it's tough and then you just gain right back into it. It's hard. Like for all the girls out there who are trying to lose weight, everybody can relate to how difficult it can be. 10 kilograms in 6 months, that is crazy. Yeah. But do you feel better? Like overall, like your mood has turned better? Was it very difficult in the beginning?
Because I know it's going to be difficult. And like I know that my willpower is really not that strong. I'm really like, because I love myself too much. It's like, if it's too difficult, I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll just give up. I have a long day. Maybe I'll just have a cookie. I deserve a cookie. So I know that I'll go back into this kind of mindset. So that's why when I decided I want to lose weight, the first thing I do was to engage a personal trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my first step. I basically engaged a personal trainer. I went to a all women's gym. So I went there and I realized like, the environment is really non-judgmental. So it's somewhere I can be comfortable. And they're very, very empowering. They're all about, like losing weight to be healthy and not to be like, you need to fit in a certain mold. Yes. You have to like have like a really slim waist and a big bum, a booty and things like that. They really don't have any standard like that. So when I went there, I basically just tell the trainer, I want to lose the 10 kg that I gained from the stress from my failure of taking care of myself when I was working. So basically, because when I started work, my priority was at work and not at myself. So the first few sessions was so difficult. When I finished I think I signed up for a 12 session thing. Right, so I finished the whole thing like like two to three classes a week. So every time I come back, I will feel like my muscles will be so cramped. Like at any moment, I will get a cramp. So at night, sleeping, my legs will be like, oh, something is going to happen. Like things like that. Like immediately the day after, my muscle will be so sore.
Yeah, oh my God, yes.
Yeah. And then the trainer will check in on me and I'll be like, oh, coach, it's very bad. My muscle's very sore. And then she'll say, oh, take warm bath, hot water bottle to ease the muscle sore. And I think like after the second or third week, eventually the muscle soreness like reduced. It's like slowly it reduced, and then slowly I'll realize that I can actually do all these things, and it's a very nice feeling because like the sessions, most of the workout are strength training. So I've never imagined myself to be someone who lifts at the gym, but lifting is actually so empowering, and I hope I can continue to do that later on, because now I don't go to gyms anymore. But that is really, really helpful. So having someone that is professional and like guide me step by step, it really helped in kickstarting the whole weight loss journey.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. Once you start working, right, there's a lot of times where we really, really do neglect our health. You just put so much of your energy and your priority into your work. Like sometimes it's not that you're working 24/7. It's just that you feel very guilty when you're not doing your work. If anybody out there is like still in that current mode of like giving all to their work, I mean, take care of your health as well. Eat something that is healthy for you. Don't just eat like delivery because it's fast or it's convenient, and just save out on the few dollars, because like healthy food is expensive. Right? Like your fruits and your daily veg, and it doesn't really fill you up that much. If you can, please make that effort, because your body will thank you and you will feel more energetic.
Like investment basically. Instead of investing on good food, you invest on your health
Was that also like somehow related to your online business, your side hustle with this weight loss journey?
Yeah, actually, it's all linked. It's when I finished the personal training sessions, moved cities, and I came home, and I was also doing some like online challenges, like online workout challenges and things like that.
Okay.
And then one of my friends basically also reached out to me and she said that she's gonna do like a 30 days challenge, and at that point I was a bit obsessed with challenges. So like when I was like doing one gym challenge, and then after completing that gym challenge I had another like gym challenge. So the gym challenge date is gonna end in mid-June, and then this 30 days weight, like it's called a TLS, like a transition lifestyle solution 30 days challenge. It was like just a few days after my gym challenge completes. So I was like, okay, the timing is right. Let me just have a look at this new 30-day challenge that I can actually consider. So I went through like the briefing, and I understand that it's like a two-part process for the 30 days challenge. That's phase 1 and phase 2. So the phase 1 was a detox week. So the first week is about detox, and then second week is that's when you can exercise as usual, and then like that's when you will build muscles for the body. So I was very intrigued with the detox week. Actually, it's like quite strict we don't do like carbs and starch and grains, no nuts also, no dairy.
Rice means
no rice.
Oh my God, no. Asian cry.
Yeah, no rice, no noodles. It's like quite a big deal for me but I was like, okay, why not just give it a try? Because the main purpose of the detox is to eat a lot of veggie. So it's not like we are not eating at all. We are eating, I think I ate more than usual, like double or triple, because I was constantly eating. But the things that I eat, instead of rice and keropok and biscuits, I am eating cherry tomatoes, baby cucumber, and baby carrots. So it's like my dad called it the rabbit food, because for that 1 week I was really just eating veggie, a lot of veggies. The main important criteria during that 1 week is we cannot feel hungry. So we basically cannot starve ourselves. So whenever you are hungry, you go and get like carrot. Whenever you are hungry, you get a capsicum. So you basically just eat a lot. After that 7-day detox, I can really feel like another shift of difference in my body So like my first phase of difference is when I finished the personal training sessions. That's when I lost around like 5% of fat. So after the detox, I also lost like another 3% of fat. And then that's when I realized, oh, my like skin complexion also better. I used to like suffer a lot from hair loss. Baby hairs are like, coming out. It's really like it's just so much change and I'm not so tired anymore. That's when I was like, okay, I am pumped. I can actually manage my time well, because all this while when I was doing all these challenges, I was also still working full-time doing the lawyer job lah. So it's actually possible. So when you ask how is that linked to the side hustle, that's when I was like, oh, because I felt so energized, and I was feeling like I can actually make better use of my time if I plan my time properly. So I can actually still put in time to start something new, like have a side income, have like a backup plan, which is something that I've always wanted to try out, instead of just having one job. So that's how it links.
I'm really, really happy for you. I'm so proud of you. And yes, that is the healthy way to weight loss, okay, guys? Especially celebrities, some of their tips are like, oh, don't drink so much water so that you don't have the 水肿. What is 水肿 called? Water retention, is it?
Water retention. Water weight.
Water weight. Yeah, but that is really like not the right way to go. And I think that's why you are able to like sort of sustain like now with your weight. But are you going for more, or are you happy with where you're at right now?
My weight maintained for like 2 to 3 months already. So I'm eating like normal. Like, I still eat rice and things like that, like brownies, ice cream. But I exercise regularly. So that's why I think I'm just gonna maintain this. But like every 6 months or so, I'll do another round of detox, and also like the 30 days challenge, I'll just do it frequently because I do see the benefits, and my family witnessed it firsthand. My sister and my mom is actually gonna do like the program as well. So cool. I'll be supporting them because they have seen how I do it, and I can prepare the meals for them and things like that lah. Yeah, so I'm very happy that they are committed to this also.
You're gonna be the hype woman.
I'll be like the principal, like, oh, are you gonna give up? No, you cannot give up. Are you gonna eat this? No. Things like that.
Wow. Tell us a little bit more about your side hustle, if you don't mind. What is it about?
Basically, like in a very, very simple term, it's like I'm a franchise owner of an online shopping mall. The online shopping mall, basically the website is called shop.com. So behind the .com, there's a slash and there's my name in it. There are a lot of different like franchise owners where like the shop.com is / different names lah. But I just thought like putting my name there is easier lah. I don't need to think about like other stuff. So it's easier. And basically the online shopping mall, there are 2 parts to it. One part is there's like the exclusive products that are available solely on the market platform. And another one is like buying things through partner stores. So there are a lot of different partner stores like Booking.com, AirAsia, Zalora, Kinokuniya, and also like Book Depository. It's basically a platform where when customers come to my online shopping mall, they can get almost everything. And if they choose to buy the exclusive products from my mall, they get like points. And if they choose to buy like things from my partner store, they get points as well. So it's like a cashback concept. And then the points that they accumulate, they can then continue to use it within my mall as like a form of currency like that. So one of the main reasons I decide to start this side hustle is because like the TLS program that I joined is one of the exclusive products that are available from my shopping mall. So after I basically, go through the program, I have taken their health supplements and also like see how this like helped, and also seeing like my changes also inspire my family members to be more healthy and things like that. I just felt like this thing is like a whole package for me. Like, just why not just do it? Because I can have like a supplemental income. I can also help my friends and family get healthier. And also while they shop on like groceries, like basically every single thing that they shop, they get points as well. So it's like a win-win-win. So that's why I thought, oh, okay, it's something that I can consider. And also another thing that because it's online, it's transferable. I can basically do this business everywhere I go. And some of my friends might know that I am going to move to another country soon. So if I start something in Malaysia, and if it's only just going to be here, then I cannot maintain it lah. So what I love about this side hustle is that I can do it from anywhere. And because For example, in Malaysia, my website will be my.shop.com/Chew Ying. If I'm in Taiwan, my website is tw.shop.com/Chew Ying. So I can basically manage my mall anywhere, and like the product ships to also like more than 100 countries. So I love the idea of like the franchise system. Like basically everything is there. I just need to leverage on that. So it's perfect for me because I also still have like my full-time career that is very demanding. So this side hustle, the most I can give a week is like 12 hours. I can put my full-time weekend to do it, or like 1 hour every weekday. So it just basically fits properly lah. And my sister summarized my side hustle as something that has made me healthier, that has made me prettier, and also will make me richer. And she was like, why not? And then I was like, okay, yes. And I can also help people, because like throughout this journey I can also help people, and if they need like, you know, find back their health, shop wiser as like, you know, a smarter consumer, and also they are also looking for like a side income and things like that, it's something that I can also show them and say, oh, you can maybe evaluate and see if this lifestyle is for you, and things like that. So I just think that it opens up so many doors, and I'm very excited for what's going to happen.
And I'm sure like it will continue to blossom, because right now I think it's still relatively new, but I mean like you're helping me as well in terms of my health. And what I love about it is that because it's somebody that you know, so like as a way you're acting like a shop consultant, right, to your own store. So whenever there's like any queries or any issues that you have, you can actually reach out to somebody that is close to you and tangible. It's not like a chatbot that you know has automated messages and doesn't get what you mean. It's very personal. It's so I think that's one of the beauty of it, and you can have, you know, like the benefits. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but yeah, I know that you can even do like recurring deliveries and all that, which is supposed to make it very, very convenient and accessible to the users wherever they are. So I think that's really, really nice. What are the plugs? How can they find it?
They can really just create an account as a like sign up as a preferred customer on which is my.shop.com/Chew Ying, and I will basically receive a notification already, and then either they can like, you know, just browse like normal, put it on the shopping cart, and if there's anything that they want to ask, they can always like reach out to me, because my contact details are all there. They'll say like, oh, your shopping consultant is Chew Ying, and her contact details are here. But anytime if my friends like basically sign up an account, I would have the notification. I will be reaching out to them. I'll be like, oh, okay, hi, how can I help? What are the like products, and what kind of area you're looking at? Are you looking at health supplements? Are you looking at weight loss program, the TLS program? Are you looking at skincare, makeup, or jewelry? You know, or home products, or you are interested in buying things from the partner store. So when I know what they are looking for and what is their pain point, I can then guide them and also recommend them. So because I'm actually a lawyer, right? You cannot be expecting me to know like all the information of the products as if I'm like a nutritionist or a pharmacist. But the best thing about having this franchise business is that there are actually expert trainers, like product trainers that are already in the market, that they know basically inside out of the product. So I can then link these people to another personal one-to-one consultation session. So for example, if my friend is interested in the makeup line, and I will be very frank and say, hi, I don't know the makeup products, but if you're very interested, I can link you up with a beauty consultant. So where this beauty consultant can have like a 15-minute consultation to, you know, show like what are the products available and things like that. It's just very, very flexible, because I am the main person that will be doing all these things, and because it's to my friends and people I know. Of course, I'll only be recommending things that I'm comfortable with and I know will be good for them. So that is how this thing is run.
So you guys have it, you know, you can put a face to Chew Ying's, like a shadow behind behind the name. Yeah. So you can always reach out to her. I think Instagram works, right? Reach out to her and just DM her if you have any questions. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing. And I know that recently there's also been a very interesting thing that you have went through. So how are you feeling so far? Like it's been a 2 weeks kind of procedure and recovery, right?
So another part of my personal transformation, I have decided to go glasses free. People who know me would have always remember me with like glasses, and you know me since primary school.
Yeah.
I've always been wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Because my power was really, really high. I think it's genetics, and like when I was young, going to check my eyes was very traumatic. I would cry before I even enter the shop. I really don't like to sit on the chair because I would be telling the person I can't see, even though I'm wearing glasses, and like it's like a constant checkup, but I still cannot see. And I've also like already taking very good care of my eyes, but it's very frustrating that every single year my eye power would just like get worse. But I think after college and uni, it basically maintained a bit lah. So that's when I was like, okay, a lot of my friends have also considered LASIK. Is it something that I can do? Is it an option available? Then I realized, oh no, because your power is more than 1,000, LASIK is not an option, because even if you go through LASIK, you will still have to wear glasses, like 100 or 200, because they cannot correct it fully. Right, so when I was in uni, I even thought like, oh, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind wearing glasses with like 100 or 200. I just need to, if I don't wear them, I can at least see. Because my power is 1,300 and 1,400. So it's -13 and -14. So without glasses, I basically cannot see. I really cannot see. Like it was so bad. Like if it's something that is printed on paper, I have like this remote control in front of me. Like this word, I need to like put it in front of me and I squint. Then only I can read the word on the remote control, because it's too close already, and my both eyes vision will overlap. So that's why I need to squint one eye. Then only I can see what's written in front of like the paper and things like that, like if I'm not wearing glasses. So because it's something that is on my mind for so long, I decided to go and have another checkup with like the eye specialist. So basically I ran through the assessment, and then the assessment was 2 to 3 hours like that. A lot of tests were being run, like a lot of machines, and I had to see a lot of like different lights. And things like that, and then they'll dilate the pupil. So after doing like the 2-3 hours of tests, they basically told me, oh, actually there's this option, ICL. It is still an option for your eyes. Because it's something that's weighing on my mind for so long, but I didn't even know whether I'm suitable for ICL. Because what if ICL was my only hope, but I didn't go and do the assessment, I won't even know whether it's a good fit.
Maybe let's start right here and give a little bit of context. What is ICL? It's implantable contact lenses, right? So essentially, if I understand it, they are going to plant the contact lens permanently into your eyes. Oh my god, it's so scary. Yeah, when you told me about it, like anything that relates to the eye, it's very, very scary. You know, I'm short-sighted. I'm about 600. So it's also, it's also hard for me to see without my glasses. And I also understand like how frustrating it can be. Like, you always have to wear your glasses, and it's just not pretty, okay? It's not pretty, and it's very inconvenient, especially like, what if you forget? And you always have to bring it along. Oh my goodness, I remember like there were times I actually forgot to bring like my glasses, like especially like travels or like, and without it, right, it's a pain in the ass.
Yes.
And contact lenses you can't wear for long hours, especially for people who are high power. Like it does dry out, so there's a lot of like care that you really need to put into consideration when it comes to your eyes, because it's very, very important. Without it, your quality of life will be impacted very, very tremendously.
Like you see, because we have to bring glasses everywhere, and not only the glasses that I'm wearing. My parents require me to bring a spare specs, and because the power is so high, it's very, very thick.
Yeah, it's very, very thick.
And the options for the style is just so limited because the lens are already so thick. Every time I go to the shop, they'll be like, oh, this tree. Please choose between the three, and it has to be full frame. It has to be full frame. It has to be tiny, so that like the lens can fit, and it can be like small. If not, the bigger the size, the thicker the lens will be, and the heavier it will be. So it's like they're ridiculous now. Like really everywhere we have to be so heavily dependent on the specs. And one of the main reason is that I wanted to do this is I thought to myself, if there's like an emergency happen, if like what if like a fire break out, like we have flood and whatever happens, I would really just die. Because if I lose my specs, I won't be able to survive anything. I can't even walk down the stairs. I can't even run down the stairs because I will be, I'll fall down the stairs and I'll be rolling off already, and people will step on me and I'll die like that.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, ICL is basically, I mean, the scientific name is implantable collamer lens, but the idea is very similar. It's like having a permanent contact lens inside the eye. It's different from LASIK is that LASIK will alter the shape of the eye. ICL won't alter the shape of the eye, but one thing is it's invasive, so it actually enters my eye. It's not that scary. It's really not that scary.
I read that it's the contact lens is in between like your iris and your lens. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Continue. I still just can't fathom like how how brave, and it must have been really, really like frustrating for you and take this decision, which is risky. I mean, I know that medical advancement is there nowadays, like it's relatively safe. It's safe, but it's still like the thought of the procedure is just terrifying.
I think personally, I didn't think too much about it because I know the more I think about it,
you won't do it.
Yes, I will probably be like, okay, maybe not, and things like that. But before I did it, I did go online and look at some people who were sharing their experience. It comforts me a bit and then like the people at the hospital, they were just so patient and they explained so many things. Like you say, it's something like we put in between the lens and the iris, right? So we need to make sure that there are ample space in between. So there's space for the lens to go in. And the tricky part is the lens cannot be too big or cannot be too small. So it has to be at the right size. Because if it's too big, if it like touches the lens, then later there'll be risk of like complications, infections like glaucoma and things like that will happen. So all these things like they actually explained to me. So I was like, okay, how do we reduce the risk of all this happening? So that's why they will do all the assessments and they'll take all the calculation and they will calculate properly. There's actually two options that were given to me because I went to two different hospitals, right? So the first hospital that I went was, their style is they'll do both eyes in one day. So basically one eye around like 15 minutes, another eye 15 minutes. Then the second hospital that I went, the style of the surgeon is that they do one eye per week and then another eye after a week. So when I asked like the reason, surgeon was just like, I just want to be extra safe. So to really lower any risk of infection. And also just want to make sure that one eye is properly done before we move on to the other eye. So the first eye that I did was my non-dominant eye, because like we have two eyes, right? One eye will be like the dominant eye. So the dominant eye will be the second eye that will be operated on. So before that, I really didn't give myself too much time to think about it because work has been crazy also. And like, before you go on medical leave or before you go on any annual leave, you have to clear your work. Yeah. So that was crazy. That period was like, I need to clear my work before I can like, do my eyes. Which is quite contradictory because people will be like, you please rest your eyes before you go on like an eye surgery.
Here's some document that I need you to vet.
No, I think it's not like people wants me to do it. It's out of my, I feel guilty for have to leave. So it's something that I have to do. But also I make sure I put eye drops and things like that so I don't tire my eyes out. So I don't really have much time to be scared about the procedure. But I did look at videos.
Oh my god, girl! Why?
This is just like one video that is so detailed. The whole video is just in one eye. And then basically what happens is they'll make like an incision. 2 to 3 mm incision, like open up and then insert the lens in. So the lens when it goes in, it will be like, then only it will open up. At first it's just like one line, and then only when it enters the eye, only it will open up like that.
Oh, Mona.
Yes. So it open up and then the surgeon will then use like, some kind of like their tools or whatever to tuck in the 4 corners of the lens into the eye. Like the 4 corners of the lens, just to keep it in place. And depends on whether you have astig. So if you have astig, the kind of lens is different also. So if you have astig, once the lens is in, the surgeon have to
rotate it a little
yes,
bit.
Yes, it has to rotate so that it's at the specific angle. And that's where, like, you can see clearly lah, HD. Basically, I look at the video before I enter. So I have like a certain idea of what's gonna happen. So I know that something's gonna go in, and then it's gonna turn, and then done.
But you're not I mean, like, you're not conscious, right, during the procedure?
I am conscious.
You are?
I have to be conscious.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Wait, that part, why did we skip it?
Okay. Yeah, because it's I'm still talking about pre-surgery.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the surgery room yet. After I see the video, and one of my biggest questions was like, how do you blink? What if what if I want to blink? Then I realized during my last assessment with the doctor, she will already put that thing onto my eye already. And because it's COVID, right? So I went to all the assessments alone. So I was actually very scared when the doctor said I need to put that thing on to clip up. I was like, what the hell is that thing? But because I was alone and I just need to be like strong, and I just like sit there, and the nurse will put in some like numbing drops, like some anesthetic already. So in the drops, so when they put in that thing, it's actually not that bad. And then if you want to blink, you can still blink a bit, but because your eyes are like kept in place, you can still blink your eyes. It's just that it won't make a difference.
Yeah. People should watch this on YouTube. Anybody who's listening from Spotify, come to YouTube for a more visual representation on how it looks like.
Yeah. You can still blink a bit. But it won't change. It's not like the usual blink where you can close your eyes, so that when you blink, your eyes just remain like huge. So surgery day also, I went alone because COVID, right? And there's no one that can actually accompany me into the surgery room anyway. Say goodbye to my parents and say, it's okay, I'll be strong. Because like they always thought I'm like the really like, tabole one lah. I also think I'm the most tabole.
You're the baby of the family, right?
Yeah. But because I've already paid the deposit, and the deposit is my hard-earned money. It's like legit my hard-earned money. So I was like, there's no turning back. Oh, and also one thing to mention, the ICL, the cost of ICL is like twice of LASIK. So like for LASIK, if 2 eyes, you can do it within like 7 to 9K. You can do 2 eyes already. But for ICL, 1 eye is 7K to 9K, depending if you have astig. Outcome of ICL will be more HD, and it doesn't like alter the shape of your eye. And if anything happens later on, you can still take it out, which is like very unlikely. Okay, so on the day of the surgery, I went in. I think I went in at around like 12:30 after I do like a COVID swab test. That poke on the nose. Yeah, and then I think I waited for 2 hours. The nurses will come frequently just to drop stuff onto my eyes, and then they'll also clean the outer side of my eye. And then I basically just wait there until they say, okay, it's your turn. So I was really just waiting there for my eyes to dilate and for me to go in. So suddenly, after like 2 hours, they say, okay, it's your turn. Please go into the changing room. And I'm on like the surgery gown already. Then it just dawned to me, there's really no turning back. You have to walk through the door and you're gonna go in. So I walked from the changing room into the door. I got a bit curious. I looked into the surgery room because it's like transparent. And there's like a monitor, and all I see is an eye.
Oh my god!
All I see is the eye of the previous, like, the patient that is currently going through operation. So I was like, I think I saw for only 2 seconds because the nurse inside was like, don't, like, sit down. So I was like, okay, sorry. So I sat down at the chair, and then that's when I told myself, oh my god, there's really no turning back. There's no turning back. And they took off my glasses, and then they continued to put drops on my left eye. So they also marked my eye, which is quite cool. They put like a cross so that they know this is the eye. We did one last check, and then someone was just holding my hand into the surgery room already. Because by that time, I wasn't wearing my glasses already, and everything was a blur. So someone have to hold my hand, and then we walk into the surgery room. there was like a chair, inclining chair, where I basically just sat down. Then they will cover me with blanket. Because surgery room is very cold. And it's my first time into a surgery room also, so I don't know what to expect basically. But they were there guiding me the whole time. So I sat down, and then they put like blankets over, it's quite warm. And then like one of my hand, they will be doing like the blood pressure thing, and then everything else is covered except my eye. Yes.
The cloth has a hole.
Only my eye is visible. For the first 5 minutes, I was just lying there because the team had to get ready the lens. Throughout the process, I need to only look at 3 lights right in front of me, because I'll be lying down and they're like, the dentist kind of lamp, right on top of the face. Right. But because my power was so high, I really couldn't tell. I can only see like, oh, lights, these are lights. And then the surgeon was just telling me, at any point in time where you cannot see the light, I need to say, I cannot see the light. Your previous question was, were I conscious? So my answer is, I have to be conscious throughout the whole period. But I don't feel anything at all. I cannot feel anything. I know I can see sharp things coming onto my eyes. I can see like doctor's hand, and I can see sharp things going on, and then like things are just happening in front of my eyes. And all this while, water will be going in also, like the nurse will be putting in water and like water drops, and then the doctor's hands, water drop, needle, water drop, needle. But all the whole time, I just need to look at the 3 lights. At one point, like very, very colorful and bright. And after that, the doctor just said, okay, we have inserted the lens. Then I was just like, okay, that's done. That's very fast. And then suddenly one finger in front of me, can you see? And I was like, yeah. Can you see? Yeah. And then I can sit up already. So one side of my eye is already completed. Immediately after, they will check my eye and then give me like painkillers and also some medicine to reduce my eye pressure. So I was just lying in the hospital bed for 2 hours. I was still in like shock and also in disbelief that all these things happen in just 20 minutes, because I did look at my watch before I go in.
But every second when you're in that room, the surgery feels like eternity, right?
When I came out and when I took away the shower cap and things like that, my hair was wet. I didn't realize I was sweating. Yeah, I think because I'm a coward, but I was sweating.
It's such a brave decision to do it already. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but because the surgery room is so cold, there's no reason for me to sweat. So I was like, why is my hair wet?
Did it rain somewhere?
2-3 hours later, I can see quite the perfect normal vision, but it's a bit uncomfortable. So like after the final check, I went home. They will also give like instructions of like the aftercare for the surgery is very, very clear. So I will have like 2 eye drops that I need to put every few hours, and my eyes cannot touch water at all. And also when I sleep, I need to put like the eye patch. So I was just really sleeping a lot. Then the next day, we have to go back to the hospital and do another check. So that's like for the first eye, and then we just repeated the same thing for the second eye. It's just the 1 week in between was a bit uncomfortable because my one side I still actually need glasses. If I don't wear glasses, then I have to wear like contact lens. My parents are very, very worried, so my mom made like an eye patch to really just cover up the eye that went through surgery. So she was like, if you don't even see anything, that is the best rest you can give to the eye already. So that's why I cover up, and then I just still maintain.
That's how you were voice messaging me instead of typing.
Yes, because it's still a bit blurry. It's a bit weird because what I realized is seeing things with specs and seeing things with like contact lens versus ICL, there are actually differences.
Oh,
like when we see things with specs, everything just seems further and smaller. So I was like, oh my god, is this thing originally so big? Yeah, everything just look different. But the side effect is that everything has halo. When there's a light, I will see like halo and shine, but it's normal lah.
Even now, like
It's something that the eyes will slowly get used to. Of course, it's not as glaring anymore. It's just like slowly a bit. It's very, very minor inconvenience compared to the benefits from being glasses free.
Are you still like needing your like eye drops now and then?
No, because today is the last day. So actually, if people if people who opt for like the 2 eyes in one day, the process will be super quick. I think like within like the 4 or 5 days, you'll be like 100% already. But because I took the more conservative way, my recovery period is longer, it's more troublesome. But I'm happy that I chose this option. Yeah.
I mean, just choose whatever that makes you feel comfortable, right? Yeah. It's not an easy decision to make to begin with.
But it's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. You really just sit in the chair and then you just look at light.
Well, the listeners can tell us what they think. It's not that bad, or does it sound bad? I'm hearing on the other side. Of course, I feel like, oh my God, it's terrifying. But you who has gone through it probably feel like, all right.
At first, I thought, will there be like blood oozing out and things like that? Well, like the second day itself, my eyes just look normal. It's probably smaller a bit because it's swollen, because it was being intruded. There's no like blood spots. And then like, after 2 weeks, my sister was a bit curious. Like 2 days ago, she was just looking really closely into my eyes and I was like, can I see the lens? And then she realized she cannot see anything. It's really not visible. Cannot tell because it's really inside the eye and covered by the eye's natural membrane and everything.
Does it last forever?
It's supposed to be permanent until I require like the cataract surgery, where like eventually we have to remove the lens and everything lah. So that's it's supposed to last like 20-30 years until I require additional treatment.
Yeah, wow. I just like still so in awe. Even when you told me about it, I was like, oh my God, like how is it gonna work? But thank you so much for sharing. I just want to put a disclaimer, like neither of us are like medical professionals, and we're not saying this to say that you should definitely go for ICL or you should go through any type of surgery, cosmetic surgery for your eyes if you're wearing glasses. This is just Chew Ying's very personal story of her decision to go glasses free. Yeah. So if there's anything, of course, please reach out to a medical professional that can help you to make a decision better, or any inquiry that you need to. Yeah. So that's basically, we need to put this out there. Don't confuse the objective. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and I hope it has been fun for you.
No, I want to say sorry if everything is so messy.
No.
But it's all too many things have happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, girl. A lot of things has happened. I'm happy for you that you have, gone through this phase. Of course, there are some not very happy moments, but leading up to where you are today, I think you have really come very, very far, and super, super proud of you. And continue to be that boss lady, 包富包美, and what's the last one?
保守,
yes. Means like she'll be rich, she'll be pretty, and she will be also having healthy body weight. So yeah, guess social plugs. Where can they find you on Instagram? What's your Instagram handle?
Oh, it's Chew Ying, CHWYINGG.
I guess that comes to an end of our episode. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. It's a very personal story of how this amazing woman who works a very busy, demanding career had started a side hustle, which is amazing. I think everybody just to make time for what we want to do. Don't feel so burned out with your current job. You can definitely do it. We wish you all the very best. Chew Ying as well. Thank you so much for coming to the podcast. And if you want to see more episodes on the Saucy podcast, you can go to our Spotify, you can reach us on YouTube, or you can write to us on email, and you can also reach us on our Instagram. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.